Hi students, in this video we are going to know about data handling. Data handling is a basic concept for statistics. What is data? The collected information for a particular incident is called data. For example, in a school, total 10 classes will be. How to find out the total number of students? For each class, how many students are there? First of all, you want to gather that information. It is nothing but data. In each class, what are the number of students are present? In that, what are boys and what are girls? What is the percentage of boys? What is the percentage of girls in that particular school? Otherwise, we can take one particular city and we can collect different schools information. And we can analysis what is the total number of students in one school, second school, third school, fourth school, and which school has more students. For analyze these, we want primary information. That information is nothing but data. The collected information is called data. Here, the data will be either in words or numbers. So the collected information is called data. The data will be in the form of words or numbers. Next, to analyze the data, we can write collected data in tabular form. Whatever the data we collected, the numbers are called frequencies. The collected information in a tabular form showing different frequencies separately, it is called frequency distribution table. For example, 3 students A, B, C, and they got marks in a slip test 1, ST. In slip test, out of 10 marks, student A got 8 marks, student B got 6 marks, and student C got 10 marks. So this is the primary information we collected. This is called data. Next, we can represent this data by using tally marks. How to write tally marks? Tally marks 8. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fifth one. 6, 7, 8. This is the representation of 8 by using tally marks. Next, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here, what is the data first of all? The marks got by 3 students we collected. Student A, B, C. And in slip test, they got 8 marks, 6 marks, 10 marks. This is information we collected. This is data. Next, we return the collected information by using tally marks. Next, organization of data. Here, we can represent collected data in tabular form. A table which shows frequencies of particular items separately is called frequency distribution table. Suppose, first of all, the information we collected in particular school in 5 classes, 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, 9th and 10th class. Number of students. Number of students are 10, 12, 14, 11 and 13. So this is the information we collected in a particular school, classes and number of students. Now we can represent these students by using tally marks. See 10. Before only I told how to write tally marks. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Next 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Next number of students 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is tally marks. By writing like this, separating each and every term frequencies is called frequency distribution table. This is called frequency distribution table. Here first we collected information and then we separated that particular data in tabular form showing different frequencies. Here these number of students or frequencies. See here, for writing these small numbers, tally marks okay. If these numbers are increased, it is somewhat difficult to write tally marks and it is a time taking process. So next process, if here the numbers are more, then the better method to represent the given data is pictograph or pictogram and bar graph. Now let us learn about what is pictograph and what is bar graph. First, pictograph. The collected information is represented by pictures is called a pictograph. Before taking pictures, we want to take a scale. How to take a scale? So first collected information. In collected information, frequencies will be. In frequencies, in all frequencies, what is the greatest common divisor? That is taken as scale. This process is called scaling. Example, number of students in first class, second class, third class, fourth class and fifth class are collected. Number of students in first class there is 25. In first class 25 students, second class 30 students, third class 15 and fourth class 20 and fifth class 35 students are there. This is the information we collected. Now we want to represent this data in pictographs. How to write a pictograph for this? What is the greatest factor of these all frequencies? Here the number of students, this is nothing but frequencies. Now all are divisible by 5. Since in one place it contains 0 or 5. So all are divisible by 5. Here 5 is the greatest common divisor of these all frequencies. So now you want to set up a scaling. One picture here, what is the information we have taken? Students. So take a student figure. Take a picture of a student. So this indicates a student. One picture is equal to 5 students. This is a scaling. If you write one picture, it indicates 5 students. Now how can you represent 25 students? 5 5s are 25. So to represent 25, you want to draw 5 student pictures. Simply, out of 25, we used only 5 pictures and represented. Coming to 30. 30 means we want to take, each one is 5, 5, 6. 6 student figures we want to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 5s, 30. Now 15 students. 5 3s, 15. So you want to write 3. These 3 figures represent 15 students. Next 20. 5 4s. To represent 20, you want to draw 4 pictures. Because each picture is 5. 5 4s, 20. For 35, 5 7s. So 7 pictures you want to write. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a pictorial representation. Take one more example. In a city, 3 parks. They collected some information. How many trees are planted in 3 parks? This information they collected. Now we want to represent these information through pictograph. In 3 parks they collected number of trees. How many trees are planted? In park 1, 15 plants are there. In park 2, 20 plants are there. In park 3, 40 plants are there. Park 3, 40 plants are there. Here, greatest common factor is 5. And here we can take easily 10 also. Scaling 10 also we can take because 5 means it is half of 10. Then here you want to take a scale. Now it is a trees. Trees, no? That's why we can take a tree picture like this. One picture is equal to, now here I am taking 10 trees. One picture is equal to 10 trees. Now how can you represent 15? What I told before, maximum the greatest common divisor of the frequencies is taken as a scale. Here greatest common factor what? 5. But here these all are round figures and 5 is the half of 10. For easy representation I taken a scale. Each figure is equal to 10 trees. Now how can you represent 15 trees? See, first of all, one tree is 10 and 5, half of the tree. This is 15. Next 20. To represent 20, how many trees I want to draw? 2 trees because one is 10. Now this is 2 trees. These 2 indicates 20 trees. Next 40. 40 means you want to draw 4 trees. This indicates 40 trees. This is about pictographs. What we observed from tally marks to pictograph. Tally marks. Suppose if you want to write for this tally marks, it is so much time taking process. And here, what is the drawback we observed in pictograph? For drawing picture, and it is also time taking process because choosing a scale and drawing pictures, these all are also time taking process. For easy symbols means we are drawing pictures. Here in all cases it is difficult to represent pictographs because for each and every item we want to take we want to draw diagram. So it is also time taking process. And one more method of representation of data is bar graphs. In bar graphs, the information is represented through bars. Bars means here the rectangles. Bars are represented by rectangles. The width of the rectangle should be equal. And here we want a graph sheet. In graph sheet, if the information is represented like this, here the width of the rectangles must be equal. Here these rectangles are vertically are there. So this is vertical representation. Vertical bar graphs. If the information is represented like this, then it is called horizontal bar graph. Here in bar graphs, the information should be represented by bars. The bars are rectangles. The width of the rectangles must be equal. If the rectangles are represented in a graph sheet like this is called the representation of a bar graph through vertical. That is, this is called vertical bar graph. If the information is represented by like this is called horizontal bar graph. Take an example. Here in a school and the number of students we collected. Here the number of students is nothing but frequency of the data. Here the collected information is in 6th class 10 students, 7th class 15 students, 8th class 5 students, 9th class 20 students and 10th class 40 students are there. This is the data we collected. Now how to represent this data using bar graph? First vertical bar graph. Graph means graph sheet taken means first of all we want to write axis and then take scale. Observe the number of students. Here observe the values minimum and maximum. Minimum is 5 and maximum is 40. Now we can represent these information through two graphs. First vertical bar graph. See, first of all take axis, x-axis, y-axis, and here vertical bar means vertical graph means the rectangles will come like this. So on y-axis you want to take a number of students. X-axis you want to take a class. So 1 centimeter, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Now number of students. See here number of students. Observe here all frequencies are having highest common factor 5. Therefore scale on y-axis we want to take on y-axis only scale because on x-axis we take in classes. Y-axis. Now observe the number of students. Here 5 is the common factor for all and 5 taken means here highest is 40. So 5 8 40 up to 8 centimeters we want to take a graph. Here I am taking on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. 1 centimeter is 10 students. 2 centimeters 20. 3 30. 4 40. Now 10 students. 6th class 10 students means you want to draw from 6th to 10. And here the width must be same for all. Next 7th 15. 10, 20 between again 10 lines will be here 10 after 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this line will come up to here 7th class. Next 8th class. 8th class 5 students only. Here 0 to 10 between 10 lines will be 5th line. So this 5th line here will come. This is the representation for 8th class students. Next 9th class 20 here. Next 10th class 40 students are there in 10th class. Here, one thing we have to observe, the width of the bars should be same. Vertical bar representation. Now, horizontal bar. For vertical bar, we taken classes on x-axis and the number of students on y-axis. For horizontal bar graph, reverse, classes should take on y-axis and the number of students should take on x-axis. Now, horizontal bar graph. For horizontal bar graph, reverse, same. Before on x-axis we take in classes. Now, number of students we want to take on x-axis. And y-axis we want to take class. For each centimeter, one class, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th class. And before we take in each centimeter 10 students. Before we take in on y-axis, now we take a scale on x-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. Now 1 centimeter, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. First 6th class, 10 students. So 6th class up to here will come. This is 10. Next 7th class, 15. 10 to 20 between 5th line, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Up to here 7th class. Next 8th class, 5. See here 0 to 10, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8th class. Next 9th class, 20 students. 20. Here 20. Next 10th class, 40 students. Here 40. Here number of students here 10 and this is 15, 5, 20 and this is 40. This is a horizontal bar graph representation. So like this, the collected information we can represent by using these three processes. First one is tally marks and next pictograph and finally bar graph. In these three methods, small things means we can represent by using tally marks. If it is more somewhat difficult, so we can go for pictographs. So pictographs, the drawback of pictograph is for drawing pictures. So the better method to indicate given information is bar graph. Bar graphs are again representation two types. One is horizontal and the second one is vertical. This is primary information about data handling. Thank you.